Where we come from, we each fight for loyalty, for freedom, or perhaps enlightenment. But not here. Here we cast aside our disparate beliefs, our barriers and preconceived notions, and band together as a global force to engage in some of the largest competitive battles this world has ever seen. We are the squads, the platoons, the empires and servers, full of players coordinating a complex game of strategy and tactics. This is where combined arms happens. This is where war comes to play. This is ServerSmash.
Hello guys, and welcome to another ServerSmash. I'll be your main caster today, Farah, and with me today is Dotsor. He'll be interviewing our outfits that are taking part today. Today we are playing with Woodman versus Connery. So take it away, Dots. Who we got playing today?
Basically, we have Connery and Woodman. Connery North America, Woodman EU. I'm going to hand you over to the Connery representative. Hoodin.
How's it going, guys? Got Connery from the west coast of the U.S. here. Got plenty of great outfits that are going to be playing with us tonight. First one, we'll just start right off, is going to be AFX Aftershocks. Calypso, why don't you tell us a little bit about your outfit?
How's it going, guys? A little bit about our outfit. We were founded in 1999 and from StarCraft 1, and we played games all the way up until now. Basically, we're an outfit that are basically fun players that want to be around, who are very supportive of each other and respect others around us. We execute tactical warfare on a daily basis. We're very inclusive and effective, and we pride ourselves on having members and leaders who excel on strategic training and methods to improve their members on a weekly basis. Well, thank you guys for having us here, and I hope to basically see you guys in the next servers for ServerSmash.
Wonderful, thanks. I'm next in line, so I actually am representing the Dread Legion, one of the TR outfits on Connery. We specialize in punching above our weight and kicking ass on a daily basis. If you want to get in touch with us, we have a Twitter at the Dread Legion, and we also have an engine site, thedreadlegion.engine.com. You can look us up on there and find all of our goodies. So next up on the list is going to be the opposition force, Op4. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourselves and how we can find you?
Hey guys, this is Op4. You can find us at op4outfit.com, also on Twitter. Just apply there. It's an engine website. We're a brotherhood of dedicated tacticians and strategists. We love to adapt and play with an awesome group of people and form great strategies and to just kick ass. Thanks.
No problem. Thank you. And next we have TRG, the Republican Guard. What's going on with you guys today?
Hey, I'm Gal from TRG. We're primarily an infantry-oriented outfit. We're founded way back when in the original Planet side, so we've been around for about 11 years now. If you want to get in touch with us or join us for fun, go for www.trggaming.net.
Thank you. All right, next up we have Havoc. Alzam, why don't you tell us a little about yourself?
Yeah. Havoc is, we're represented as VOC on the Connery server. And we specialize in small squad tactical warfare and come up with new stuff all the time. It's fun. And yeah, you can find us at voc.engine.com. And yeah, or you can roll with us on the Connery server. We usually recruit people who roll with us often. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. And next week from CIK, we have the one and only B-Dog. How you doing?
Good. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is B-Dog. I'm the founder of Communication is Key, or CIK. We're combined arms outfits. We're down for whatever. From our just-in-time galaxy drops and armor pushes to our dominant air wing, we have something for everyone. So and our members range from the casual gamer to hardcore competitive. So go ahead and check us out at cikgc.com, or you can follow us on Twitter at cikrecon. Thank you much.
Sure. And next up is none other than EXE Execution.
Hello, guys. Cabal, one of the leaders of Execution. We're a pretty chill outfit. We are known for our drunk divisions mostly, but we do run some organized squads every now and then. We recently migrated to a new website, execitizen.com. Check that out. And if you wish to join us, all you need to do is just ask any member of Execution for an invite.
Wonderful. All right. Next up is Total Recoil TXR.
Hi, so basically TXR, we like to call ourselves a highly organized outfit, and we like to do in our ops, we like to do quick redeploys, gal drops, anything, you name it, we do it. So if you want to be a part of our organized outfit, then drop us a little thing about yourself on our forums at www.totalrecoiloutfit.com.
All right, and after that is 666, the Devil Dogs.
Hey guys, this is Phantom from 666. Devil Dogs are an NC outfit on Connery. We specialize in combined arms warfare. We have several divisions dedicated to tanks, air, infantry, special ops, and other such things. We're not elite fit, we're fun first, but we do try to have an organized time, especially on our Saturday ops where we have usually multiple platoons running. If you're interested in joining, you can check us out at www.planetside-devildogs.com. Thanks.
Thank you. And now we have Bade, Bellum Eternus.
Hello, I'm Frolowski from Bade, Bellum Eternus. We are primarily an infantry group, which doesn't limit itself to only infantry. We also have air and a little bit of armor. You can find us at www.joinba.com, and we're glad to be here.
All right, I actually skipped one, so I'm going to go back up to B4ND, Band of Anarchy. Ghost Pup, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, we were founded about 7 or so months ago. We've gone from running open platoons and really trying to organize open platoons to take the Zergs off the street, put some organization into them, to being able to run small squads, getting some air up in the air, doing a lot of tank columns, and really trying to figure out how to get small squad tactics into a large-scale outfit while also being able to have the large-scale tactics at the same time. And we've been having a lot of fun here on the Planetside Araxis. And our website is bandofanarchy.com. If you want to join, just go ahead and shoot us up on there. It's pretty simple.
Okay, thank you. And next up, the one and only Radlock from OO Recursion.
Hey, this is Radlock from Recursion. You can check us out at recursion.tk. We're the guys that drop on something and ruin everyone else's fun by ending the fight. Fun police for life.
Okay, and after we have Merc, Warbird, why don't you tell us a little about Mercenaries?
Hey guys, I'm Warbird TD from Mercenaries on Connery TR. We're 11 years old as of a few days ago. We specialize in airborne infantry, QRF, and an air wing. And if you want to check us out, we're at m3rcs.net.
Thank you. And last but not least, we have LVNA. Westy, how about you tell us about Moonbase Luna?
Hey guys, we're Moonbase Luna from Connery NC, better known as Eridani Light Pony from MechWarrior Online and Star Citizen. We're a chill group. We like to move fast and shoot mans. If you are interested in dropping an app, it's about a 2-week process. Drop an app on our site, eridanipony.com, ERIDANI Pony, and you are accepted or denied based on being a chill person. So if you like to shoot mans and move fast, hit us up.
All right. I didn't miss anybody, did I? Wonderful. All right. Well, that's what we got for Connery. I'm going to slide it out over to the Woodman guys. Why don't you take it away?
Hi guys, I'm Darth Sebius. I'm from the Outfit Rebel Rifles. I'm one of the server reps for Woodman. I'll be the one talking about our wonderful server today. So for your viewing pleasure, we currently have 22 of the finest outfits on the Woodman server. We got 8 NC outfits taking part, 9 TR outfits taking part, and 5 VS outfits taking part. I'm going to reel off the names quickly. From the NC side, we got the Rebel Rifles, we got the Orbital Strike Force, we got the Sword of Honor, 151st Freedom Fighters, we got the Riot Corporation, we got Hossin Jungle Fighters, who are a bit lost considering Hossin's not quite out yet. We got the Renegades Incorporated, Forgotten Honor Marauders. For the TR, representing the TR on our server, we got the Elysian Drop Troopers, we got 3SB, the 208th Strike Unit, the Polish Motorized Cavalry Brigade, we got Y-Bus, we got Mercenary Air Corps, Legend of the Cow, 2CA, 2nd Combined Arms Corps, then we got Pirate Gaming. For the VS side, we got the Vanu Inglorious Bastards, 1FR, The Art of Warfare, Keepers of the Void, and Iron Pulse. We got a massive range of outfits there, guys. We got some specific air outfits, we got some specific tank outfits, we got some specific tower stomping guys. They love their shotguns. So yeah, we got experience throughout Planetside 1, Planetside 2. Some of these outfits are years old, some are only a few months old. So yeah, we're very welcoming, a really community driven server. So yeah, if you're looking for a EU server to play on, come check us out. There's always a place for any type of playstyle that you choose. And with that, I'll hand it back to Ward.
Oh, don't mind me. Go back to Dotzer. I think we're good on that one.
Yeah, basically, make sure you guys now are back in your relevant warp gates. That concludes the interviews. I'm going to do a few all shouts now to everyone on TeamSpeak. Let them know what's going to happen. Then I'll hand over to Farah.
This is Dotzer on the all call. This is your final warning to make your way back to your warp gate. Please do not leave the warp gate bubble.
Farah.
Okay, so just to check on us, are we starting in 15 minutes?
We will be starting in 15 minutes, yes. On the hour.
Right, well, guys, same situation that we had last week with Miller versus Matherson. I'm just gonna move up a channel on TeamSpeak. You got...
Yep.
So, the map we're playing on Esamir. Same split down. We got some third faction in the north, that being NC, to keep the bases neutral. Both teams have fairly balanced, if not identically balanced, resources. And we're playing on a point system here, so I'll just show you on my... There we go. It's a not so horrible graphic. So, today we're going to be playing for 2 hours. It's 240 versus 240, for Connery versus Woodman. Dotzer, tell the good people who's starting from which warp gate.
I think I've just crashed, so I can't say that. This is what
Make
happens
sure
when
I don't want to say this wrong, because I'm just checking the document myself.
This is what happens when you spend some time away and you come back and...
There we go. So Connery is the southwest warp gate. Woodman is the northeast warp gate. So EU is going to be playing Vanu, or Vanu as I call it, and Connery will be playing TR. And it's a rerun of last week, same factions as well, with NC being neutral.
I also think Radlock has another speech for Connery. I think he's awaiting your ear, sort of.
Really?
Yep. He said,
"Hey Radlock, do you have another speech today?"
I do have one.
Ah, I see. Well, whenever you feel appropriate that you want to do it, do you want to do it just before the thing starts, or now, or?
Oh, I suppose now will be good. We got about 10 minutes.
We have indeed. You can go ahead and do it. We're recording you now, so anytime you feel comfortable.
All right.
Redcom all, this is Radlock. We all know why we're here, so I'll keep this brief. For some of you, this may be your first taste of competition on this scale. For others, your past experience may have left you hungry for more. Well, soldiers of Connery, it's time to eat. This fight will put all that you have practiced for to the test, on the largest stage available to us. This is where we decide the fate of Esamir. This is where our enemy comes to die. This is Planetside 2. Let's show them how it's played. Radlock out.
Beautiful as always, thank you very much.
I think I'm pregnant.
Okay. Right, so just back to explaining the rules for everyone on stream, if you've not seen this before. The EU is going to be in the to the north. It's going to be Vanu. The Americans, Connery, are going to be down to the south. They're going to be TR. I realise the colours and the points thing is a bit confusing. It's basically a small outpost is 1 point. A medium sized outpost that is of 3 capture points is 2 points. Octagon is special. That's 4 points. Just, boom, there we go, show you. So Octagon special because it's a 4-pointer. So, wait, no, 3-pointer. I'm just contradicting myself. It's 3 points. I'm getting confused with PAL rules and Commodity Clash. Sorry about that. And the bases themselves are 5 points. So the map is perfectly designed so that there are an odd number of points up for contention. So there is no draw. There will be like a set winner after the 2-hour period of time. By taking a territory, you don't get a point. Then losing that territory, you keep the points. It's basically a territory control, but on a point system. So you're not going to get hundreds and hundreds of points if bases keep flipping back and forth. It's set. It's something like 91 points or something like that in total. I wrote down on a piece of paper what the numbers were, and I mentioned it last week, but I think both teams start around 27 points or something like that. Dotzer will help me out, and he'll count them up and whatnot, and we can have a rolling tally. We'll do it every half hour. We'll tell you, what the point situation is in the map, because last week with Miller-Matherson, it was super close, up until about the last half hour marker. So, Dots, who came up with this idea for points?
I'm not too sure. I mean, it's basically been on quite a lot of the community-driven feedback we've been getting lately. A few people wanted to, have something a bit more to the game in some regards. It was just like, obviously, because this is our test season, we need to really test new ideas, and it's just something different. And a lot of people liked it when we did it with the Miller versus Mavson match. So why not do it again?
Yeah. Well, today I can tell Higby's here. 1, I whispered him, and 2, the sun is going a million miles an hour again. So he might be able to do an alert for us.
I'm currently trying to get him to do an alert on the hour, but I've got no response from him yet.
Right, so I'll go down a little brief breakdown the tactics. Last week when we were playing this, when I say we, I mean Miller and Matherson, the tech plant was really critical. Miller allowed Matherson to get the tech plant, and although it was a roughly balanced game, someone needs to go save Solar. Sorry guys, I'm just going to play fun, please.
And that being said, though, we do have a fun police, which is probably a newer feature in the last few games. Basically, just to keep out the randoms, because this is obviously on PTS, it's a public test server. We try to enforce it where and when we can. However, we do our best with what we've got.
I'm fairly certain Paleo Solar Array is supposed to be TR, right?
Actually, it's meant to be NC.
Really? Well, then I accidentally killed someone that I shouldn't have. So apologies. Ha! I thought it was supposed to be TR.
Really
No. Look in the rules. Look in the rules. Hey, look there. Paleo Solar Array above Snow Shear, you can't see it, is supposed to be TR. I was right. Anyway, that's beside the whole freaking point. Right, let's get back to topic. Right, so anyway, the point is that Miller allowed Matherson to take the tech plant, and that allowed them to have Mag Riders. And that was and it was a Mag Rider lightning fight, and that was kind of brutal. The air game, both one team had Wymere, I think Matherson had Wymere. They were slowly pushing along the south, and Miller had Freyr, but it was back and forth. But the crucial thing that we noticed was that Matherson was more efficient with their time. They didn't when they attacked the base, they hit it really hard, and it was usually like one base that they really chose to attack, and the preparation was really, really good in that first like 90 seconds that they got before the game actually started. Whereas Miller, when they attacked a base, it felt not as well prepared, and then when the inevitable response came, it was hard by Matherson. So Matherson, they looked like for example, the tech plant was 7 minutes, so they realised, right, we've got 2 or 3 minutes to save a base to the side, we can do some work here, and then we can drop into ice tech plant and make a save at the absolute last moment. And that's what they did time after time after time. They were getting their force concentration in the right place at the right time, and they weren't sitting around doing nothing. And when they were sitting around doing nothing, technically nothing, but when they were attacking, it was just because they were attacking huge numbers. So it's interesting to see what Woodman and Connery can pull off here. Like, who's the most organised, who's the most willing to move around, because both teams are going to have 5 platoons of 240 people. So do you spread the 5 platoons out, between the different major points, the Freyr Amp Station, the Isotech Plant, the Weimar Biolab? Do you try and get the Octagon? Do you push through Rime Analytics or Esamir Munitions Corp, because you can totally capture lots of territory without going through major bases there? So, I mean, these are all interesting points. And I guess the other question for you, Dotsor, is last week we were expecting a big air battle, 2 big air death balls, but it didn't materialise. Matherson was quite happy not to go super air. Miller had an air platoon, and they had air dominance. So what do you think today is going to happen between Woodman and Connery?
I mean, as evidence of last weekend's game, we're not really sure. Obviously, the whole common, scene of ServerSmash, which is a massive air battle, never seems to end. Obviously, completely smashed last weekend, so it's going to be quite interesting to see what actually happens this time around. Maybe Connery or Woodman's going to copy the same tactics of Matherson. Maybe they're going to have an extra platoon or whatever on the ground. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I'm going to just put a little clock on the screen so people don't wonder when the game's going to start. It's going to start on the hour, so that's about 7 minutes.
I actually need to make an announcement because I've just been told by Shakel that Higby has said he will do an alert on the hour.
That'll be the starter. Yep, do that.
Yeah.
This is Dotsor on the all call. Higby will be doing an alert on the hour. As soon as you see that alert appear, that is when you will go. Please make sure you are all in your correct walk gates as of now. As soon as the alert starts, that will be the go.
You on your Vanu character, by the way?
Actually, I think I'm on TR.
You should go Vanu then. So I'll go
TR. Vanu. Oh.
Don't say that. We have to be impartial. If the fish heads want to play, then let them.
I'm too fat for spandex.
I think we have technology for that. Right, well, if anyone's got a question or a query in Twitch chat, I mean, I would imagine a couple of hundred of you guys watching are pretty hardcore, you know what's going on here. But by all means, do ask us on Twitch if you got something you want to mention or ask or anything like that. With regards to the game, though, we're just filling time for the next 5 minutes, guys. Go check out what you guys are doing.
But
now,
I will say, though,
go on.
I will say that I'm not too sure most people do know that, however, we are approaching an admin break. I know we had a massive schedule, we had a few more matches on it. However, for those who don't follow us and are new to ServerSmash, within the next 2 to 3 weeks, we're going to be entering an admin break. So for 2 to 3 weeks, there's going to be hardly any ServerSmashes, because obviously the way this has grown over the last few months, it's gone bigger than what we expected, and obviously I don't think we were really prepared for how well received this was. So we're going to be taking a step back, getting our house in order, sorting out the actual infrastructure, kind of website overhaul. For the feedback we've been having over the last few weeks, the website kind of underused. It's not really specific to ServerSmash; it's more for pickups. So we hope to address a lot of problems on the admin break, how we do things, timeline, schedule, that kind of thing. So yeah, just so people are aware, there's a ServerSmash Reddit now, www.reddit.com/ServerSmash. Get on there, give us your feedback. As per usual, there's going to be a feedback thread on Reddit, on the Our Planet side Reddit, about this match and other matches, past and present. So yeah, when you see the thread, just let us know what you think.
Well, teams have at least got a starting Air Force, so we'll watch them how they go. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm curious, what's that planet right there? You notice how the moon's on Esamir, right? It's disappeared now, but there's a moon that looks like Endor. It's actually inhabitable. Maybe that'll be an expansion.
The thing is, though, you look at the sky, you actually see like a Earth-like planet, and you think, oh, so this is like space, and obviously they got spaceships to actually get to.
No, they used all their. If you're going into lore, they used all their spaceships to reconstruct on the planet in the early days. Well, it depends on which lore you read. There's a really fantastic unofficial
there's a
lore
lore saying that they actually built a few ships to actually go to the wormhole, see if any reinforcements or whatever came back. But you got a lot of unofficial lore, official lore, and some lore in between.
One thing we're going to have to ask the teams at the end of this is how they did their squad composition and breakdown, because the teams are fairly balanced. It's 47 to 51%. So, I mean, it's about as close as you're going to get without being like perfectly on the level. What time are we going here? We've got 4 minutes. So I'm curious to see what kind of squad composition we do here. Like, does every squad, every outfit get one squad, or in the like Miller had the instance where we had, I think it was 20 squads. And every outfit had one squad, and they were allocated. And then one of the platoons was actually just an air group, so it's all the best pilots kind of merged together into one air platoon. Now, Matheson, on the other hand, some of their outfits had 2 squads, maybe 3, but I think it was really just 2 squads. And that meant that they were more effective as a fighting force, because communication is always a difficult thing. You have 12 people in TeamSpeak channel, and that's your squad, and that's your platoon, and you have to communicate back and forth. But if you have 24 people, there's a better kind of unit cohesion, so you can pull off maybe better preparation plays or better stuff. So I'm wondering kind of how Connery and Woodman are set up, but we can maybe ask them afterwards. And guys, if you just weren't aware, Higby is gonna basically alert's gonna kick off, and that's gonna be a start marker, and it's gonna be a timer for everyone on it as well. And
I hope he does.
Well, yeah. So she should do that in about 3 minutes or on the server time. So that's what we're waiting for.
Pressure's on you, Higby.
If he's listening and watching in, sure.
I know. We definitely know he's here because the sky is changing. I'm just reading the Woodman yell chat.
Anything up with them? Is Higby playing for one of the teams? I bet he is.
I
being
think
a medic
he's
again.
he was a Matheson winger last week, and he could be a Woodman or Connery winger. We just don't know.
If it wasn't aware now, SOE are dev ringers. They play for anyone American. They totally don't like Europeans. It's a true fact. Well, one other thing we haven't talked about here is resources. If you're a force commander, right? Do you push hard on Isotech plant to get the tech and maybe the extra mechanized resources, or do you put extremely high priority on the amp stations? Because we are playing for 2 hours, guys, on the one continent. The other continents, you can get some resources, but it's really not that effective. Maybe TR gets a slight advantage. So changing continent to resource up isn't going to be super effective. So
nor is it allowed.
Yeah, nor is it allowed, but you can't stop them. And my point is that Frey Arm Station is worth 40 resources, and Weimer Biolab is worth 20. So if you want to keep flying air and use air as a ground pounding method, then you're going to need to get the amp of the Biolab. But at the same time, you don't want to pull too much here, because Matheson showed last week, air isn't the all guaranteeing factor, because there's plenty of buildings with the capture points inside, and air has no kind of say or control over. Right, we're about a minute away now, so we're just going to be waiting for Gibby's alert. I just sent a hotel asking him to good to go on his alert, so...
And he's probably thinking, what alert?
Put my auto back on, and well, when he stops the world spinning around, that'll be a nice start.
And now we have the awkward decision: do we do our own countdown?
Oh,
for
it's getting closer. It must be getting closer because he just sped everything up. I think this is his official countdown method.
So I wonder if it's just a case of a bit of code, or yes, actually speed up the actual server.
He just whips the little hamsters. Run faster, damn you! Run faster! Here we go. Game's to start. Cold War. Go, go, go.
Go, 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 go.
Alright, the TR forces, we've got at least 2 galaxies, lots of mosquitoes, they're pushing out. Looks to me like they're going to go for the south of the Weimar Biolab first. Well, how's the VS doing at the north?
They're off to a hard start. I mean, most of them did crash in the warp kit bubble, but they are all moving out. Typical ServerSmash fashion. Galaxies, Scythes, all heading towards the middle, it seems. Literally looks like a scene out of Independence Day.
That is true, we're just, well, you guys are the aliens in the Vanu then, right, aren't you? So what we need to do is find Will Smith in the TR. It's not bias, it's just the way that... it's just the way that you're... It's just the way that your plane's like... Right, so the TR force is definitely going for Weimar Biolab. Trying to see if there's any enemy
This seems to be a massive air VS suicide kamikaze run onto the octagon. These sides are just crashing with bailing onto the octagon.
Is that all they're basically doing? Flying to octagon and bailing, or what?
Either that or they've all crashed.
We do have a TR defense force, at least 4 people on Charlie. And there are some air forces.
A lot more than sea.
Yeah. Well, we can see some air battles going on between the VS and TR Mozzies and Scythes.
As we can see here, though, it's quite a good, solid TR defense against quite a scattered VS.
Yeah, we zoom in, there's a lot of infantry. The teams must have been waiting for spawns. So we can see now that the TR's got plenty of infantry, is what I'm trying to say. And the point is that Vanu spawns are going to be tricky. I mean, we can see some landed Scythes, and I can see a Vanu Sundra and maybe some Lightnings. But air control... okay, it's probably in Vanu's hands. Warping over to Weimar Biolab. Can you go check it fair for me?
Yep.
So there's a small delay in fighting because the bases, we decided, rather than a mad rush for the bases themselves, you'd have to get the adjacent neutral territories. So we can see all adjacent neutral territories are actually under contention. We have more TR in Freya Ramp, we have more TR in the Weimar Biolab, and we have 50-50 at the Octagon. So where are all the VS? That's something you can check the map and find as far as dots.
Yeah. See, the majority of the VS population is going to Esamir Munition Corp. Just trying to stop that TR push towards Isotech. Obviously, a joint assault onto the Octagon at the same time. However,
the Octagon's 3 points for one. There's a lot of oh gosh.
See, now the TR have already beaten the VS force to Esamir missions and cut them off by capping RAM analytics.
Hard spawns, however, for the TR have been killed off. There's only 1 Sunder for the Vanu force. There's 2 Sunders, but there's a Skyguard Lightning trying to kill it off. I think we're going to get it now.
There is still two worth of VS in the mission corp. Not really them that actually been backhacked by TR at RAM analytics. I mean, that
we have an infantry. Wow! Check the numbers on Delta. There must be a full platoon of Vanu. That being Woodman, the EU team being Vanu. They're coming from the north. Connery being the TR team. It's the Americans. They've got control of Alpha and Bravo. So Bravo and Charlie, and Alpha Delta is now for Vanu. Just so many people spewing in, and the thing is, they've got vehicle control. You can see they've got Sunders deployed. The TR has no hard spawn. This is going to work against them.
It also seems that TR already have a force inside of Freya itself and in the Esamir Biolab ready.
Yeah, well, the TRs are all getting picked off now. The Vanu's pushing into Bravo and Octagon.
With TR already waiting inside of the Esamir Biolab and the Freya station, any VS resistance is going to be met by stiff TR. It seems that the VS have responded to RAM.
And the critical thing is, I mean, the TR, they're seeing as a tight-knit group and they're holding on to Charlie, but the simple fact is, they don't have any reinforcements. So even if it's one outfit, I don't see any squad beacons left, or if there's one squad beacon to the TR left. They're holding the inside now of Charlie, but grenades are coming up. Painful. It's getting grenaded by the Vanu. Oh wow, that one grenade took out the whole defense on the bridge. Now they're pushing in from the balcony that they were not looking. Big push now from the Vanu on the balcony of Charlie and Octagon. This is just going to wipe up the remaining TR. There's just far too many people and too many entrances to be guarded. To see if the TR responds, if Connery, responds to the Octagon.
It seems that the TR on both Freya and the Biolab are going to beat the VS into having links to both bases.
However, okay, so I was going to say Rhyme Analytics was potentially in contention, but it looks like Woodman saved it. There was a hack going on at the moment, but there's quite a few people there, at least a squad or two. But Connery's Air Force, that is TR Mozzies, are flying overhead slightly. Well, sorry. Yep, there they are.
Did commit to.
There is a flying death ball, essentially, of Connery Air Force.
When are they not?
I am, just a big flying death ball. That's one ballsy scythe. He's just flown straight into the middle of the death ball.
It seems that the VS are not even pushed into the Biolab as of yet. There seems to be very minimal VS effort to at least contest Fair Amp Station with 3 minutes left on the clock.
Well, we're looking at Freya Amp, and 2 of the capture points are in the hands of Connery. And looks like they're getting alpha. Yes. So 3 points, 90 seconds. Where's Vanu? There's no Vanu in the north. What's going on here? They're all at Rhyme Analytics and perhaps Ice and Mountain Pass. So Woodman needs to get their act together. We need to stop Freya. And also, so Connery's got a dominant hold on the amp station and on the Biolab, Weimer Biolab. Woodman at the moment has got himself the Octagon, but that's no substitute. Connery, I guess they've decided our Death Ball Air Force is really important, so we must have the, the amp station in the Biolab. For resources. Okay, so we just had a drop in by Connery forces on some of the capture points at the Octagon, so they don't want to let Woodman get any territory. The thing is, Woodman's got a bunch of lightnings outside. Skyguard lightnings, maybe? At least they've just parked them and jumped outside. And they do have an anti-air battery with Repair Sunder and Ammo Sunder, trying to do something with the air. I can only feel that if Connery brings the air hammer in their death ball, that is just not going to live, period.
I think we found the VS population. They've just absolutely just surged into the Ymir Biolab. They are now outnumbered the TR force.
The Weimar Biolab?
Both at 48 plus and TR at 35% and VS at 65%.
Yep, 1 minute to go on the Biolab, and huge numbers we're seeing on the minimap. I just need to go find them all. That's one massive response. Lots of maxes, lots of infantry. Zoom in on the minimap. There's a massive push coming in on the south side. The teleporter.
The good thing about the Biolab is not only does it have plus 20 resources for the air, it also controls that
is just so many people. I mean, must have sent at least 2 platoons for the space.
Well, in the Biolab.
Yeah, in the Biolab. It was very painful to watch as a TR person. They're beginning to clear up the last of the spawns, well, the Galaxy spawn and the air pad. So it looks like, for the time being at least, Woodman set up shop inside the Biolab with 80 seconds to go. 80 seconds with 3 capture points.
However, they seem to be trading Ymir Biolab for losing obviously Ice Tech Plant and Fair Amp Station.
Well, the thing is, though, they could redeploy and they could re-attack Isotech Plant. The fact is, if they get Weimar Biolab in 60 seconds, they could then decide to go to Isotech, because Ice has a much longer cap. But yeah, they have lost Freyr, so they can't afford to lose this base, period. They need to match the numbers of base taken in the neutral bases. And then, once that's done, they can leave a defending force with the Hearthspawn.
Very big TR force from the landing pod just made.
No, they can't go through. Look at the numbers on the minimap for the Vanus. Huge numbers. It's an absolute death trap. If anything, you want to maybe use the teleporter inside the base and push out via the teleporter and go up to Banana Building and come round behind.
It's going to be interesting to see how far TR can push from Fair Amp Station and Ice Tech Plant just to split the Woodman guys, the VS, just a little bit more. They make absolutely a fun time and just what normal biolabs are, one big sponge of manpower to hold on to tech. I mean, for all we know, this TR pod could just be there just to keep VVS in the biolab on the defensive, while their friends elsewhere capture as much.
Well, the population numbers is 64 to 36, so they're outnumbering the enemy 2 to 1. That means they do not have numbers elsewhere. So the Octagon is going to fall probably to the TR. I mean, the fact is, now that you've got 50-50 numbers, so you need to. So the enemy air force, Woodman's, Connery's air forces just came to the biolab. So actually, there's more infantry than you think at the biolab. In terms of outnumbering, so they need to move those people as quickly as possible and go to other bases to save. So, for example, Woodman's got themselves Charlie at the Octagon, but it doesn't look like it's going to last very long. And they've got a decent squad.
The Fun Police reports that Higby is actually playing on TR at the moment.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. He's playing for the American server. So he's playing for Connery. Maybe it's his home server. Maybe he's not ringing this time. But anyway, it's if I see Higby, I will definitely give him a little cameo on camera. But right now, Connery is mopping up on Charlie. There's a lot of Vanu on Charlie, but it doesn't matter. They're going to lose the base in 40 seconds unless Woodman is able to get them a capture point. We are 12 minutes into this alert now.
Oh, the 30 seconds into we'll capture.
And then they'll have the hard spawn, but the fact is if this Vanu outfit wants to stay here and then just keep defending, that's fine. Now, the tech plant, and we're going to go check that out in a second, because I can't imagine that Woodman is just going to allow Connery to get a free tech plant. Right, what kind of setup they have? Last week we had a very impressive 5 harasser with PPA setup. No vehicles. Actually, it's only a few people. This is maybe a squad of 12 people tops. Right, 2 harassers, but they're on the ground floor. They haven't managed to make themselves upstairs yet. They're playing the... Wow, this is a balcony game. It's hard. Oh man, the fact is the tech plant could easily get stopped here. Where's Woodman? Okay, let's have a look at the map then for a little sit rep update. Connery's taken the Octagon. Woodman has taken Weimar Biolab and has pushed Connery out. In the north, interestingly enough, at Freya Geothermal and Freya Amp, and we're going to go over there now. Looks like Woodman is pushing back. They lost the Amp station, but they've got 2 of the capture points. Now I wonder if it's because they've sidestepped some of Connery's forces, because when I check in the numbers, it was actually quite hostile.
It seems that the Woodman VS have made a big assault onto Freya station now.
Oh, it's their air force that's causing all the numbers. Yes, so Connery's air force is hanging over Freya's geothermal, being this base here that I'm moving with the mouse. But Freya Amp Station itself has been taken by Woodman. Woodman has got themselves Bravo and Charlie. Particularly the point.
Squad going down to A on the walls towards A point.
Keep an eye on the tech plant for me, please, just to know if Woodman actually decides to respond. Its problem is it's a long cap. 5 minutes is a very long time. So population-wise, the Vanu is outnumbering the TR 2 to 1 on both points, on Freya Geothermal and Freya Amp Station, which means the TR here are just stalling for time. As long as they hold 1 point, they can stall for time and then use their advanced number somewhere else. Let's say taking the tech plant.
It seems that the guys on the tech plant, TR guys,
a lot of grenades coming in from the balcony of the TR. Wow, I cannot believe it! The tech plant is just been given away! 20 seconds and the tech plant's been given away by Woodman. Oh, what on earth? There wasn't even a fight. There was nothing. They have a link to it, right? Yeah, they do. They got Mountain Pass.
It seems to be quite a small Lightning VS force just to the southeast of Ice Tech Plant around the Echo Valley area, supporting the push into Octagon.
Sure.
However, TR can now push up to Ice Mountain Pass and draw a line from
Well, they can defend a tech plant. That's the thing. As soon as they push Ice and Mountain Pass back, what I understand is that there are defense forces for Woodman, that being Vanu, that have saved Prime Analytics, and they're pushing the TR back. And it seems to be that there are forces pushing the TR back on numerous fronts, except from the tech plant. They just totally gave it away. I don't understand that.
Maybe they're not putting so much effort into, the armor boots, because with the current patch can pull lightnings, which can, do the job just as good in numbers, of course, but maybe they're sacrificing a tech.
Yeah, but it doesn't change the fact that the problem is the tech plant is a 7-minute capture base. That means taking it against an enemy held who can use a tunnel is extremely difficult.
Push in the Yime Biolab. They've currently just taken the gen.
We're at the Biolab and capture look. Yep, see them on the airpad and they're trying to make a push in. They've got 2 of the capture points. And then this is what I'm saying. Of the bases that are up for contention, the neutral bases, the Amp Station and the Biolab are quick captures. Case in point, 2 minutes now, and the TR will take this base. That being, big push from the Vanu that will follow them. But the point is that the tech plant is a 7-minute base, so you can't do anything about that. It is 7 minutes, as we're following this Woodman Vanu push, flanking around going to Charlie. And that means you want to take it when it's neutral, because it's infinitely easier to take it when it's neutral than it is when it's hostile. And also it's 5 points. It's a valuable 5 points for winning. But this Vanu forced out, put him at the spawn room, came along the jungle side, has taken Charlie, but now they're inside Charlie. Wonder if the TR's going to throw grenades and whatnot on the inside. They've managed to stall the cap. Bravo's now in contention. I imagine Vanu's going to get Bravo. Oh no, TR's got Bravo.
The TR, the recent touring the Amp Station.
Oh, Pounder Max with a couple of his buddies up the top. They've got the high balcony. Well, it's going to be a longer cap now. Oh, a medic shield. We've actually finally seen one. And it's gone. What kind of impact do you think implants or the new medic changes are going to have on this game? It's probably just more balance or more choice, right?
The implants have only really just recently come onto live server itself, and compared to last weekend when we had, the implants pretty much making
the SCU is now vulnerable, however, so the generator's been taken down at point alpha on the Biolab. Oh, massive Vanu reaction force though, lots of... Okay, I take that back, they just got mostly blown up. Still a lot of them, there's so many explosives and consumables, but there's just a lot of Vanu Max that's just, pushing around. I wonder if this is overkill. I wonder if someone's just saying platoon go here or platoon go there and then everyone attacks it, because if we're looking at the numbers here, it is basically 70 to 30%. That means they are being pushed back on other bases where they don't have people. So like Ice and Mountain Pass is being lost, Echo Valley Substation is being lost, Rime Analytics is being lost, and Freyr Amp Station is 50-50 numbers. So the problem is, I think Woodman are overcommitting too many people to their Biolab defense. I mean, if they're going to have this many people, they need to push the south.
They could remedy it and just literally push the southern lane, because I know they're losing Echo Valley at the moment, but obviously if they lose Echo Valley, and obviously they potentially lose East River Sky Station, turn BL4 crash site, give me a Mine Watch, and give the TR.
Well, they need to spread out.
The Biolab.
Yeah, so they've done the save this, so I'm going to have a quick look over at some of the other bases that are under contention. We're going to have a look at Echo Valley Substation, and got basically a squad, maybe? One squad. So, I mean, they're more spread out, and they're getting reinforcements as well from the TR. Zero listing post, they don't have a link yet, because they're waiting for Ice and Mountain Pass.
If you look at the map now, you look at all
materials, man, Ice and Mountain Pass is a ghost cap. There's nobody here. Okay, fair enough.
If you look at the map and you look at our materials in the lane leading from our materials all the way down to my Biolab, if the TR can control our materials, serial listening post, and the Biolab, that's the 3 main junctions for half of the map.
They
They
just
could literally
dictate.
just plop a platoon on each of those bases and just go.
Well, the thing
on
is, they've got
defensive.
Rime Analytics, right? And that's huge because with Rime Analytics, you can go around Freya Geothermal and hit them from behind, or you can just push up for the Mani of Biolab. Woodman's doing fine when they're grotesquely outnumbering. I mean, look at this: it's 70 to 20%, 80 to 20% in Weimar Biolab. So they really should be making a use of those numbers, pushing the south, or rebalancing their numbers. Or go check out Freyr. It doesn't look like Woodman is trying to contest the air at all. It just looks like a complete Connery death ball.
Should have a small skirmish.
As I have a bunch of lag. But the amp station's safe, so the fight is now moved on to Frey Geothermal. The tiers moved up asunder, and they've just got complete air domination. And then on top of that, okay, they lost the Southern Biolab, but they've got the Freyr amp. That's worth more. That's worth 40 resources. We see a squad of TR infantry trying to now move into Freyr Geothermal. They are outnumbered 2-1, however. And I wonder if they're just wasting vehicles to get from point to point. Woodman spawn beacon is placed in the middle of nowhere. It's going to get picked off in any second.
It's to be a massive, quite a large VS armor column just sat outside of geothermal.
Yep, we see that. Oh, what's it doing? It's sitting by the ammo tower. It's getting attacked by a lockdown AP Prowler. Is this Skyguards? Are they using anti-air to take on the air death ball? I mean, oh wow, okay, this is strange.
We've got a few.
That is so many lightnings.
Amp station itself.
Are they mostly Skyguards? They are mostly Skyguards. Skyguards are easy to shoot, but they're difficult to aim, or to use effectively. And those Skyguards, they're not going to do anything when it comes to pushing into the shield gens. Only the Sunders can go in. Which, by the way, if you're going to shield breach with a Sunder, you go straight, you don't skip, you don't turn, you make sure you've got traction, then you hit the shield diffuser and you can go through. Anyway, the point is, right, all of this armor, useless. Why? Because TR, that's Connery, is now got the capture point of Freyr Geothermal. So, I mean, all of that armor as well can't get inside the base. This is all an enclosed infantry area, so all of this is just useless. It's all about...
And they have to wait there for 2 minutes 40. Not to mention when they re-secure the base, if they ever do, they have to wait several minutes just to get hack on again.
Yeah, it's I question what Woodman's doing in terms of numbers, like how they're implementing or using. And they're already, as you said, they're losing oral material lab. We're going to go over there now.
I mean, like I said earlier, if they lose oral materials, serial listening post, and the biolab, that's a defensive line drawn. They could literally plonk a platoon on each of those bases and just keep the VS out.
No, I don't think Connery's going to stop and sit on their laurels when they've got domination. They're going to go for basically capping everything, I think. And it's 60 seconds and they're about to take Aurora Material Labs. We're looking for a response. I see an individual straggler. I don't see anything else. This, let's see, it looks like a Connery domination at the moment. Certainly...
Not to mention we do have a big CR force now attacking the biolab again.
The south? Yes, they are indeed. So I'm wondering if okay, so Eka Valley substation's been saved by Vanu, so they've obviously attacked with at least 2 or 3 squads. Sailor listening post was under contention, fine, and they've also saved Isa Mountain Pass, although we're watching now the Woodman force trying to take back and save our raw material labs. Huge push coming in the last 11 seconds. Talk about the absolute last moment. They have to push the capture point. 6 seconds. They've got to be on the point. I can see Vanu fire coming to the capture point. There's not enough people though. There's too many TR on the capture point. Oh, it stopped on the last second! Holy crap! TR just needs to get a body on the point. Throw a resonate, something. Go for it. Oh, wow. Okay, so TR resonate. Everyone's firing at everyone. Just hold down the fire button and spin in circles. But no, Vanu has made a save at the last second. Oh, wow, Woodman. Way too last second.
However, they have 2 minutes to redeploy into Ymir Bile and save Ymir at the same time.
Yes, you could. The thing is, it's 50-50 numbers now. It's extremely dangerous to leave this point. You could, in theory, leave and then go to the Freya geothermal. What's probably going to happen is the TR Connery force is going to take geothermal and then move up and attack Aurora Materials in numbers.
The VS at Armatil really need to clear out this TR force, besieging them just to give them some respite, just to open up more room for error, really, but elsewhere.
Again, it's coming down to just the basic of numbers. Who's using their numbers effectively? Because it's not like live server where you can just come in with a huge force. I mean, Woodman's doing great, coming in with a massive force, big sledgehammer and killing it, but it leaves them exposed in other areas. I mean, because we made the important change where we're not just going for capture points, while Connery's Air Force has just come out to show. So geothermal's obviously... I don't understand. Woodman's trying to push out of the capture point. They're exposing themselves to all the enemy air. Not to mention Connery's have dropped in the roof and they're just picking them up all from above. So Woodman tried to take into Banana, but they just got destroyed. I mean, decimated. They've lost their maxes. There's no way those maxes are going to get rezzed.
And all momentum.
And now Connery is about to push back into the capture building. Maybe, or at least they're throwing a couple of grenades. Yes, so first couple of maxes are running in.
However, they have recently flew Freya geothermal, so they can literally ghost cap Freya in 3 minutes. However, they still need to hold onto our materials.
I think you're right, maybe too many people recalled, but it's now a minute 40 on this capture point. We're going back to Freya geothermal. It looks like the TR Air Force Connery has gone to Freya geothermal. Can you just do a check for me? Can you check the south? What's going on at the Esamir at the tech plant and those type of areas?
It seems like pretty much left our materials thinking obviously yeah they've resecured. The VS now do outpop the TR on Esamir lab, but not by much.
At raw material labs, yep, we've got at least 1 or 2 squads on the capture point. No maxes, however. They are super vulnerable to a max attack by anything that's TR. No TR infantry, however. I think the TR is going to focus on one base at a time, which is probably the way you should be doing it. And so they've got 60 seconds on Aurora Material Lab. The thing is, if you're Vanu, you can't really take 1 or 2 people away from geothermal because geothermal is a giant thorn in the Connery's backside because it allows you to attack Aurora Material again and Freya Ramp. Whereas the TR could push to the biolab, but if I was Connery, I'd really want to get Freya geothermal just to stabilize the line and make sure I can't be constantly back attacked and keep applying pressure. But the thing is, a max crash now from Woodman isn't going to work. There's just too many TR maxes this time, and they've pushed up to the doors.
All it would have taken our materials to be secure was if the VS Force had jumped onto Ryan Analytic as soon as they secured our materials, just to knock out any. Because there was a lot of TR forces, Sunny-busters, on our materials.
You mean getting the cap link away from like the problem is it was a full 4 minutes because they stopped at the last second. So I mean they would have to stay at 4 minutes, and they decided to go to Freya geothermal and stop it then. Okay, so this is going in 6 seconds. The Freya geothermal looks like it's a save. Now, I'd expect this entire Terran force to, one, guarantee the safety of the base, clear, mop up everything like that. And then, I tell you what, they could just go for the biolab. They just could keep pushing. Maybe only leave a minimal amount of people to try. Oh, okay, I take that back. I was going to say they could leave this base, but they haven't. So that infantry squad that was left behind that we said was vulnerable to maxes, they got attacked by maxes. They got attacked by a lot of maxes, at least 10 if not more. You can't do anything against that. You can have like a line of C4 and just have them walk over them and blow them up sequentially. Right, so checking the map. What's going on? Tell me what's going on at Weimar Bar Lab. Tell me Echo Valley Substation and Isa Mountain Pass. They're going to get taken as well.
Basically, the VS on Esamir Bar Lab have just literally just pushed off the TR in the gem room. Still got a few stragglers in the banana building. Just trying to make that initial push into A point again.
There's nobody, there's like 2 people at Isa Mountain Pass, Woodman whatsoever. The Connery Air Force is over Echo Valley Substation, and while I can see a couple of TR on the point, maybe 1 or 2 squads, I don't really see any coherent Woodman push. I wonder if Connery is, Connery's working in more subset groups, and I wonder if Woodman's only working in large kind of maneuvers, and that doesn't work because we changed the setup to be a point based for territory. This isn't hold on to the facilities and then just defend. So I think it rewards flexibility and being able to play across the whole continent, just not major choke points. So Connery takes Echo Valley Substation. House and Mounting Pass has been saved by at least one person. See, did somebody drop? It must have been one person. Looks like maybe just an infiltrator. Where are you? Well, it's only a matter of time now. Okay, so heavy assault. He's looking for the infiltrator. Okay, so they've come in.
We're not even halfway into the match, and you saw last weekend how Miller had a really good start in the first hour, which is completely...
Hour and a half, yeah. But different tactics and different play can change. The thing is, you can be... So yeah, basically we've got a Woodman force coming in to save Icy Mountain Pass. It means that the tech plant will still theoretically be exposed in 3 minutes. But they're coming again on on foot. So if the Connery Air Force had moved here quick enough from Echo Valley Substation, they could have just been totally dominated. Okay, so important update. Freyja Geothermal has fallen to the TR. So Connery is marching now, probably full speed, into the Mani Biolab. What time are we? We're 1 hour 30. Can you do a tally, please, for the TR and VS numbers? So use the map and count up how many points for which. And get back to me.
Just the points that count at the end.
The points count at the end, but I want to give the viewers an update on what the current situation is. So you can just count that up rather than having me counting it live on stream. That'll be useful. Right, so Woodman's infantry force, they are trying to defend Manny's substation. The lake satellite, that is. The thing is that one of the squads has gone for the Sunder. I don't know if we've got it yet. Yes, they have. So the spawn for the Sunder is down on the west side. Although there's another Sunder now spawned and deployed outside the shield because there's no air force whatsoever for Woodman. So that's going to be relatively safe. Doesn't look like there's any vehicle force either. So it doesn't look like we're going to get a flank from around. As far as the capture point goes, Woodman are dropping down on the roof. That's been Vanu in the top. But it looks like the capture point is being held only by a very small token force. I mean, I tell you what, if Woodman wanted to come in here with any real numbers, even like one decent squad, they could totally push in. You can use the jump pad to land on this upper section up here, put down a beacon, have your friends come in, or just drop down and push in. I don't think Woodman realises how undefended the capture point is at the moment. You're going to be a little bit delayed by the time you hear this, but I've linked earlier in the chat channel the ServerSmash and the Reddit post for this game. Has the details of all the teams taking part. So if you want information about the particular game in question, you can have a look. So now Woodman is responding in kind. They are running from the spawn room up attached to the teleporter building from the biolab, and they're pushing in again with Maxis in support. Looks like an organised push. The weaker defense of the TR isn't going to be enough. Well, they have to push on the capture point, but 2 minutes, got plenty of time. Look, they're having a max duel at the moment on the capture point. 2 maxes against the Vanu 1, but there's too much Vanu infantry, and it looks like Conqueror has gone and the guy's been C4'd. That's a strong defense by Woodman on their biolab. Roughly 50-50 numbers. On Ice and Mountain Pass, it looks like the battle is heating up. Looks like Connery really wants to save. And that's where we're going to go next. I know there's a big fight going on at this place, but I want to go see what's happening at the ISA connection. Then we're going to go check out Skydock, because I very rarely fight at Skydock. Oh, okay, so... Alright, there we go. I was going to say, where's the fight going on? Looks like the Air Force is dominating the ground, and the infantry having to run up. Oh, wow, look at that firing line on the roof. There's no way, unless they have some sort of Sunder pull from behind into the garage from behind, or by some sort of galaxy drop, Woodman is not going to get this base. So now we're going to move over to Skydock, where the numbers are roughly 50-50. Capture point is being held by the TR, but Woodman is responding in kind. Point is flipping. exactly? Where is the capture point? Oh, there we go. Nice, it's in the open. Now, it looks like Connery's got themselves the capture point, and they've got control. It's not very large number, so Woodman could do one of their signature, you know, massive 1, 2, 3 squads push in. Huh? Double burster maxes pushing on the point? Okay, I guess. That sort of works, not if you go that way though. The Woodman forces are pushing up to the capture point. There's not enough TR from Connery here to defend the capture point.
At the moment, TR has 55 points and is counting up the BS.
So TR's got 55. So Connery has 55, which is probably going to be more than what the Vanu's Woodman's. It looks like Woodman's does have made a successful save. They need to get rid of the enemy Connery spawn beacons.
There's no quit in a TR, soldier.
That's a save, right? Check the map. The fight in the south is still going on, but look at this: 2-to-1 numbers in the biolab. So with those kind of numbers, Connery is doing a great job at just holding up a large number of Vanu forces. The Vanu from Woodman, they need to push on the capture point, and like I can see some Sunders maybe for deploying, but they need to push the south. If they're going to have population advantage, they need to make sure they make use of it and push the enemy along the southern line and possibly expose Eliamp Station. But I don't know. I mean, that's a lot to ask. Now, Isa Mountain Pass is about to fall and go into Connery's favour. That'll be another point flip, so they'll be up to like 52 or something points. Doesn't look like Woodman's got enough or any steam to stop this. The problem is it's a horrible run through a death channel to get to the point. Right, so that's the tech plant save. That's critically what Connery would really want. Now, next up comes Cerro Listening Post. It is a 3 capture point base. It's relatively easier to defend in equal numbers, even though Connery's got lots of air force. We'll see if Woodman spawns in defense. I mean, if they're ever going to hold on and prevent Connery's forces from getting to No Amp Station or pushing in from behind and getting the territories from behind, it has to be at Cerro Listening Post. This is their best chance for a defense. As for Manny Lake, they're now outnumbered 2-to-1, so Connery forces are pushing Woodman, keeping the pressure up in the north. And a lot more people now on the capture point as we move in and have a look. I don't see the Maxes, however. I wonder if this was a squad beacon drop. There's so many infantry, however. They've got themselves a Sunder set on the... Okay, they had themselves a Sunder set up in the garage. Does it not look like they have any fallbacks? Plenty of squad beacons, however, right next to each other. Possibly using a Galaxy to spawn back in, but there's no Sunder, so the tier numbers will diminish if the Vanu can make a push or get some decent kills. How's that number tally for the Vanu coming?
It's absolutely a ball ache to count this at the moment, because not all the bases are the same amount, and as the bases are clicking both this way and that way, not to mention do I count the base or the
excuses, man? We don't want to hear excuses. The audience doesn't want to hear excuses. They want to hear numbers, so you keep counting.
I'm afraid I'll be here all day. as we are
Would you like a calculator?
5 to PS 36.
Okay, well done. At least you can just, if you keep a rolling tally of things that change, then that might also help. If you write it down on a piece of paper. But looks like TR, very large dominance. Doesn't look like the Vanu has enough numbers in the north. Huge air force, just capping the north and just choking down the biolab. In the south, doesn't look like the Woodman's been able to start the Weimar Southern Reach capture point. Are you back in game? Are you watching what's going on?
All I'm watching is a map of numbers.
Why don't you check? You check the north biolab for me. Tell me if anything changes on the Mani. I'm gonna go check the south. So Woodman have lost the capture point again on East River Sky Station. Tricky one to get up here. I mean, squad beacons are going to be useful. That's which we've got. Looks like Tier's bringing the Air Force again. I'm surprised they haven't actually hacked the terminal. That would be useful. Maybe using the... Okay, so dropping a couple of guys to go using the upland. You know, they certainly know the layout of the map. Woodman's trying to make a push in the capture point. A minute. Okay. Still, it's 3 minutes, or 3.5 minutes before Connery can capture this base, or the capture goes through, I should say. If anyone's wondering what the start of the score is, because I'm looking at Con's Taylor star, Dot said it was roughly around 50-something to 30-something. It's really scientific, I know, but let's put it this way. There's more red than there's purple, so red is winning. Who's TR? TR is Connery, the American server. Vanu is purple. That's Woodman. Still haven't seen Higby yet. He's got to probably have IV or something. Unless someone wants to have a look at the... Oh, they don't release the API stuff for the PTS. I was going to say have a look at his kill board, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, so Connery is suppressing spawn runes for Woodman. It doesn't look like Woodman can get the spawns anymore. Plus, there's just dominant Air Force picking off any exposed Vanu. I mean, they can get to the capture point, sure, but can they cap it? No, because there's too many TR. Can they do anything? No, it's going to take a concerted enemy push. In the south, where... Alright, so the cap is finally on in the south, where Woodman seems to be making any progress. It needs to be here. They got the capture point. It's 2 minutes to go. Woodman's Air Force, nowhere to be seen. Connery's Air Force, however, again, all dominant. They're just pounding anything that exposes themselves from the outside. There's nothing stopping Connery coming in. Like, there's a minute 50 here. I mean, Connery could come in here with a massive response force that would push off. I mean, in fact, they're already doing it at the moment. Woodman's been pushed back into the capture point. Lots of engineer turrets. The problem with this engineer turret situation is a couple of AV grenades kills everything. It's so devastating. Although, it kind of feels like PlanetSide 1 with the number of lashers going off. And the problem is that everyone's clumped up. If you see a medic shield has a new name. It's called AV Nade here. That's what the dev insert should be. Because you just get mad kills. Everyone's just kind of clumps on it thinking, yes, I got shield recharge. Oh wow, okay, TR numbers are on the roof. They're going to come up behind on double doors into the capture point. I just can't see how for 60 seconds, man. They need reinforcements. They need to be controlling the outside. And I don't see those reinforcements. The grenades are coming in through the double doors. It depends. If the big stairs, TR force... It looks like, yeah, the TR force on the staircase has been diluted. Oh wait, no, they're just not rendering. That's okay, so there's still a huge number. On the big stairs, they're just crushing the Vanu, grinding them down. No reinforcements for Woodman. They're beginning to come in now from the jump pad, but it's too late. And they've lost the capture point. And now it's a question of, can the Woodman's Air Force do anything? Or is Woodman's ground troops just going to have to run in again and try and take the point back? Because it looks like Connery's responded in kind. The numbers are now 2-1 in favour of Connery. And this is what we were saying about effective use of forces. These forces were being used elsewhere. They didn't come back immediately. They waited until about, the 2-minute marker or 3-minute marker, and then they just crushed. I mean, that was just brutal. Okay, let's have a look at the map again. Maybe Connery can push into the biolab, but the fact is, do they need to? Not really. As long as Woodman wants to keep committing a huge number of people to that particular base, that's fine, because then they can win the other parts of the base, or of the continent. And now we see that Connery has just taken East River Sky Station. That means that they can now push up to Term Beale 4 crash site, also known as Any Elite's home. We love this place. It's a lovely little crashed biolab. I wonder why they haven't done more of these. I mean, I know I saw Clegg before he went to Zombieland. He was designing a kind of sunken or derelict biolab. And anyone else noticed that all the bases have kind of giant rockets on them? When are we going to see flying bases? That's what we want to see. Like, these are legs. These are landing pads. Everyone's aware of that. And these are like kind of, well, anyway. Besides, let's get back to point. Right. Looking at the numbers, Connery's on the East River Sky Station. Sarah Listing Post, there we go, is under contention, but it looks like Woodman is deciding to defend it, and they have all 3 capture points. What are you doing, Dots?
come ahead, you know, deep down in numbers.
So, one or two squads for the Woodman are at Sarah listening post. Doesn't look any progress is going to be made here. I think Connery's just doing a really good job of responding when they need to at the last moment, and when they choose to attack a base, they attack hard and they don't lose. So, or I should say they're attacking hard in 2 or 3 places, but Woodman now is only responding in kind with a massive force for only 1 point. So Connery's slowly grinding them down.
But as you can see on the map, though, the battle is turning into a lane fight. I mean, obviously, if the VS want to really push back out, they have to push, say, down our materials lane. They have to push down the
thing is,
northern lane.
we've been reduced to a crunch point now, where the 2 choke points for both factions are the biolabs. So it's too easy to fall in the sort of defensive pattern for Woodman. Woodman are fighting on defensive at 2 biolabs, to the north in Manny, to the south in Esamir. They're playing a defensive middle game at Zero listening post, and the problem is, even if they don't defend turn Beal for crash site, it will only lead to the biolab. So not Amp Station has been saved by Zero listening post or by Esamir biolab, and to the north, Manny biolab is essentially just extra points. So it's to be seen now if Connery is able to break the biolab hold, or if they decide to go for Zero listening post, which is a tricky base. Nice mosquito ram. He only got 2 kills there, but that was nice. Anyway, I even bailed out, I think, and maybe got some kills. Yeah, there he is. He's still doing it. Go, Evans, go. Pick them all off. He's Finamax. Wonder Medic. Where's he going? He's still alive. He's C4ing. He's still alive. He's blowing people up. Okay. Well done, man. Well done. Okay. That was highly entertaining. Number-wise, it's still 54 to 56. There's still potential contention for the Manny satellite outpost, although the Woodman can't actually see or capture it until they can get Charlie back. For Connery, no, they're just defending Charlie. So long as they defend... The thing is, right, there is a defense force of TR we can see by the population that is currently over Manny Lake satellite. They don't need to be there. Because they hold Charlie, all of the guys should move up. Now they should use the teleporter building just below Charlie and come up and help defend it. But if you take this teleporter building here, you can easily get back into Charlie, or alternatively you can go around the back and come up from behind Charlie at Banana Building, but they're not doing that. And now Woodman's pushing in to the big staircase on Charlie, lasher fire and everything. They're saving the SU gen on the south side. It looks just like, oh, it's painful for the Connery forces, and they're being flanked from behind by Maxes. So that's the clean up again. Looks like it's the age-old problem with biolabs, is that you can hold on to a capture point or 2 capture points, or even maybe all 3, but the giant death ball of Maxes, medics, and engineers just rotates in circles like a giant circle jerk, taking the points back. And now that the Vanu have got all the 3 capture points, I'm wondering if, yes, they have. They've managed to get themselves Manny Lake Satellite's capture point. TR's moving back to the point. Lots of TR pushing on the capture point. Looks like there's only a small squad that held on to the flip. Our DPSO purple smokes here, at least one of their maxes. Right, wow, okay. So the save has now been done by Connery on Manny. Gosh, if you weren't aware, the observer camera it does collide into people and gets bumped around if you're too low. So Woodman's maybe dropping some of their people on the jump pads. Yep, they are using the jump pads. They are moving in. Thing is, you don't need to go down that way. You can use the jump pad and hold the arrow button to the side, and you can land on the top of the roof like these guys are on the snowfield. Wow, some Woodman Air Force. Put down a beacon and come in from behind and grab the capture point. You don't need to force your way through the teleporter point or force you through towards the spawns. That's unnecessary fighting. Anyway, as for the actual capture point itself, it's not been defended. Anyone could really run in. Okay, so 2 people. Quick look at the map. In the south, 50-50 contention at Waimir Biolab. Looks like Terran BL4 is outnumbered. It's 3-1 in TR's favour for Connery. Woodman is actually counter-pushing Isa Mountain Pass and Echo Valley Substation. That's going to be interesting. We'll maybe check that out. I wonder what kind of numbers we're talking here. Maybe they can... problem is, even if they can get the tech plant up and exposed, it's a 7-minute cap. I mean, the fact is, you need to commit all those people there for a long period of time, and Connery can just wait until the 2-minute marker, use their numbers elsewhere more effectively, and then just push really hard, and then save it in the last 2 minutes, meaning that they can get more territory elsewhere, while, you know, the Woodman force is just sitting there doing nothing. So, problem is, unless you're going to commit a proper defense, there's no point just leaving stragglers. And anyone that here that's for Vanu is just not doing anything effective. As for Echo Valley, I wonder if Connery's got a response force that's just waiting until the appropriate time to come in. See, 3 minutes. There's no point coming here in 3 minutes. You might as well come in. Maybe send your Air Force, get rid of their spawns, but come in on the 2-minute marker and then kill them all off. Though Woodman does have plenty of spawn points at the moment. Relying on Basilisk, or what, these walkers? Yeah, they're walkers. Okay, I don't see them living very long, to be honest. They're too exposed and in the open. As for the capture point, barely anyone here. No maxes, no prop support, a couple of engineer turrets. In fact, one of the maxes got picked off from the small stairs, so even a small team is causing some grief, and he's going to res up his butt buddy. Looks like a small infantry fight going on over, even if this got close, I mean, even if this got down to like the 1 minute or 30-second marker for Echo Valley Substation, then you would see Connery coming in with significantly larger numbers and just mopping up. In fact, we can already see that on the minimap now. They're pushing in hard on the big stairs. There's barely any Vanu defenders, and they just came in and they mopped up. So that base is going to go through. Then go check out Isa on the reverse sides. Still got the capture point, 2 minutes 20, so this one's slightly more in contention. I'm not seeing anyone. Is this a ghost cap? Feels like it. Infiltrator coming in for Connery. I don't see... Oh, there he is. He's been spotted. It's a pistol fight. He's stealthed. Oh, and he's stealthed again. Oh, but why did he reveal himself? He didn't need to reveal himself. He was fine. The other guy pulled back. Oh, dear. And he's still paranoid. Come back, grab the capture point. Where are you going? In fact, you're warping around a lot. I'm guessing that's just server lag or something. Anyway, so Mountain Pass has been saved and Echo Valley Substation has been saved. Then Missero Listening Post is going to come up for contention again. As for the remaining bases, Mani Lake Satellite is being defended and saved, or sorry, attacked. Ooh, hello. The flying death ball of Connery, picking on a couple of scythes. Gosh, it's just so brutal. I can't do anything. Right, so that Connery death ball. Oh, I just found you some targets. This is going to be interesting. Gonna come bomb them? Yeah. Yeah.
Just to let you know, Farah, I'll be swapping over with Luja, because I can't number crunch and fly around at the same time.
We'll have Luja, fair enough. Yeah, here we go. I knew this was going to get bombed. There's too many infantry exposed in the open to do nothing. Time to get off the hill, guys. As for the capture point, I wonder if they made it down. It doesn't look like all of them got killed off. Now they're in the capture point, so theoretically you can defend this. It's a fairly simple... Oh my god. One AV nade right here. Yes, please. Come on, who's got the balls to throw some AV grenades? There's some grenades going in. Just throw a grenade in. No, not a conch grenade. Throw an AV nade in. There you go. Okay. In come the grenades. Oh my god, this looks painful. The problem is, in a normal defense, you don't want to stay inside because of just grenade spam. But at the same time, you can't go outside because of Connery's Air Force. As a result, Connery's infantry's going in. Oh, it's a nice defense, but they're getting flanked from the side now. Lots of explosives. Things are happening, guys. There's green lights, there's red lights, there's explosive yellow lights. I'm gonna say the Woodman forces are gonna get picked off and killed. Just check the DPS OTR from Connery, just flanking from the side. And they've cleaned up. But it does mean that the biolab is safe for 2 minutes 40, so hypothetically, you could put all of the value in the north for 2 minutes 40, you could go somewhere else. So let's say if you were still attacking Isa Mountain Pass and had 2 minutes to go, you could send everybody to Isa Mining Pass. Make sure that that hack goes through, and then at the last minute you can come back and defend the biolab and repush. It's like effective use of numbers, because the biolab is safe for 2 minutes 30 or 2 minutes 20, which means all the Vanu you know, at the biolab are doing nothing. You know, they don't need to be there because they're not under threat. Alternatively, they come back and, you know, re-attack, but why would you want to do that? Because there's a huge number of Connery forces here. You want to kind of sidestep them and go somewhere else where you can be more effective. Anyway, that's just my theory crafting. In the south, Terran BO4 crash site has fallen for the TR. Sorry, taken by the TR, that's Connery. And now they've moved up to Esamir Mine Watch, so we're going to go over there in a second. Again, we're down to the 3 choke points we said before, so the map was originally, you know, has at least 5 link points, and once you get in, like behind one of the bases, you can totally, you know, flip around. But now, because Connery has pushed Woodman back enough, there are only 3 bases of choke points. So Woodman, I don't know if they can take this back. And the problem is, we got 1 hour left of play. Could Woodman come back? Yes, but they need to, you know, use their forces more efficiently. The question is, can Connery go for a clean sweep? They need to break through 2 biolabs, and they need to break through Cerro Listing Post. It's doable. I mean, once they capture this Esamir Mine Watch, they may have the numbers. They may choose to sacrifice numbers in the north temporarily to super push, you know, outnumber 2 to 1 or something, like a biolab in the south. Looks like the defense from Woodman is maybe... Nope, we've got maxes, and that's the problem. TR maxes from Connery on the point, making it too difficult for the Woodman infantry pushing him from the other side of this level. 1 hero heavy, it's too much ask.
What flight are you currently looking at, Farah?
I'm currently looking at Esamir Mine Watch.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on Manny.
There are essentially only 3 points now that can seriously come under contention. In the Woodman may be able to push out. Oh wow. What are they firing at? There is, okay. I give you, ladies and gentlemen, Woodman's Air Force. This is 1 Liberator. I don't know what he's gonna do. He's getting attacked by like the ground force of Connery. Role reversal. He's getting chased by Connery's Liberator. He's burning. He's going down. He's in a restricted area as well, and he is down. There goes Woodman's Air Force. Right, so now, the biolab. What kind of numbers are we looking at? We have got 50-50 at Esamir, and we have about 60-40 at Mine Watch. Now, there is an Air Force element and there's a vehicle element, but in theory, the TR, Connery, outnumbers, but not enough to take the base. If you want to take this, you're probably going to have to go and work off the SU gen, which is down, interestingly. So they've taken the A capture point, they've taken the SU generator, the SU is exposed, but if I can actually fly without being bumped around, not charged. Concerted push could do that. That is the weak point. If you could do that, take that down, you can take this base. And then there's going to be no way back from Woodman if they lose either of their amp station, sorry, their biolabs.